Sorry guys, I'm making a mess of everything. I know it. I'm going to lose my connection here in a second. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hello again. So I figured since I have Poshmark stuff to do, and what I am doing is still crocheting, we might as well just go live and see how much we can get done. Again, I have my bag of yarn right here so it stays clean. My notebook, my pen. We just got done working out, so please, you guys, give me some grace. We will get cleaned up later, shortly, right? So I'm just finishing the whole thing off in red. Red. I have to find my spot. So if you are new, you pop up, hello. We are in New York, and it is beautiful. It's 56. Just a few minutes ago, it was only 50. So I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Hello. And we'll see if anybody shows up and wants to chit chat while I'm working away. And I'm so excited. It's getting so much closer to being done. Right now I am going in every chain one space. Oops, oh my gosh, with 3 double crochets. Whoops, I'm dropping my phone, you guys. Oh, I'm coming. I don't even know why I attempted to answer the cell phone or the house phone. It really wasn't even worth it. Who calls landlines? Your warranty and what is the other one now? There's a couple of them that call all the time. Oh my gosh. So yeah, our workout was a little bit crazy this morning, but I hope you enjoyed it. And let's do something different. So yes, I am on row 37. And we are 3 double crochets in every chain 2 space all the way around. So I'm just gonna crochet and see if anybody shows up and wants to chit chat. Yes, I do have lots of other stuff to do, like listing on Poshmark. I have tons of listing all the time. Photos to take. I mentioned that yesterday. I don't believe I have any new hauls to show anybody, but we're always putting new stuff on. And I would truly like to get these sweaters done as quickly as possible. And I figured I might as well mark 2 things off my list at the same time and crochet, do a video, so get some footage time. And kind of really decide when is actually the best time to go live for me. Yesterday we had a few viewers. That was about this time, so that was pretty good. It was enjoyable. I love to hear from you guys. I love to hear where you're from, what you're doing, what you do. Yes, so I'm just putting 3 double crochets in each chain space. And in between the sleeves, which is where I'm at right now, on a one size fits most, there are 171 chain spaces. If you add extra rows to go larger, for larger proportion, can't talk, you guys. Then you would do, I believe, one extra, because you have places in your pattern where you add extra for larger sizes, larger proportions. I believe it's like 191, 193 in between the sleeves. Right here, on the cross the shoulder blades. And that is exact. I know, same cup, but it was in the dishwasher last night. Don't worry. Same cup. And am I in between sleeves or on the other side of it? Oh, I'm on the other side of my second sleeve. This is the inside. Here's my strings that I will get rid of later. I will sew in, hide in, tie off, and get rid of. Yeah, so I figured I have to I have a little bit of time. I can do a little bit of crocheting and then spend the rest of the afternoon listing, because I really do need to get new stuff listed. I try to get new things listed daily on all of our sites, which all those links will be in the description box below, as well as an email if anybody is interested. If you see anything in any of the videos you like, send us an email. We take PayPal, all forms. Just, we can work out all pertinence in an email. I like this view, this way better. The window is not messing up the lighting. I really wish I didn't have to wear my glasses though, because that kind of messes up the light from the camera. I guess I really don't have to right now. It's just a simple double crochet, 3 double crochets. It's not like I need my glasses to do that. Is everybody getting excited for the spring season coming up? Oh my gosh, I am. I'm so ready for warmer weather. Trees blooming, flowers growing, grass being cut. Oh my gosh. Who else loves that smell? It's the best. Yeah, I cannot believe how gorgeous it is outside. The girls are enjoying it. Probably laying in the sun on the porch. Probably watching the neighbors' grandkids, seeing what they're doing. They love to do that. They get all excited when they see little kids. Oh my gosh, it's St. Patrick's Day, right? Yep. I know. I mentioned it in our live workout. And looking out the window, and I see one of our lawn chairs. I know, right? It's green. And it reminded me of St. Patrick's Day. So who has plans? Who's doing what? where everybody is today. I'm excited to get this one finished. We're getting super close to putting sleeves on it. And of course the sleeves go super fast. And you see the dogs every now and then running by the window. So this pattern here that I'm working on, I call it a pixie duster. I call it a pixie duster because it has big flowing sleeves, bell sleeves, and a duster, so it is longer mid-calf. So a pixie duster. I tell you, there must be almost every single stitch known in this thing. From slip stitch. I believe it starts with a magic circle. Can't remember right off the top of my head. Single crochet chains, double, triples, half doubles. Oh my gosh, I don't know. There are clusters. You just work all the way through it. And then on to the next project. Actually, I have another one of these in the making. Same colors. So I will also finish that one. It's in a bag. I believe most of the back is already completed on that one. I have stuff to do. I know I need to be decorating that. I did my DIY, my Dollar Tree DIY, and then my footage never saved. I have no clue what happened. No clue. That's okay though. I have plenty more. Plenty more. So I figured I'd work on this for a few hours. And then I need, like I mentioned earlier, I need to list some stuff and put some new stuff on eBay auction. And I'm not sure if we have anything left on eBay auction today. They might all have ended. I try to put new items on eBay auction a couple times a week. More if I can, yes, totally more if I can. But I always list on Poshmark in MERCARI every single day, not Saturday and Sunday. Every Monday through Friday. Now, the numbers that I list are usually different. I like to try to get 5 a day, if not more. 5 a day is a nice number. Because you think about it, every time you list one item on Poshmark, and then because I don't use any platforms to help me relist, like what is it, Vendu or something like that. I don't use those sites. I do it all myself. So I list on Poshmark, so it's one item on Poshmark. So I list on MERCARI. So I'm listing again on MERCARI. and then I list on eBay for a fixed price, not auction. Once it's out of auction, it goes on all the sites at a fixed price. Yes, we accept offers, which is, we always accept offers. So after it ends eBay auction, it goes on all of our sites at a fixed price. So then I'm listing it on, here we go again, Poshmark, MERCARI, Facebook, and eBay. So 4 sites, Poshmark, MERCARI, Facebook, and eBay at a fixed price. And then again, relisting, adding more things on eBay, new in auction. That one is a couple times a week. So just because you're only listing one item, I'm listing it on multiple platforms. So it takes a little bit longer. And like I said, I don't pay to have these done. I do it by myself. I would rather keep the money and reinvest it instead of paying somebody to do what I'm going to do anyways. I would prefer to do. At this point, anyways. At this point in my reselling career. I will say that since I have started reselling on eBay, I have learned a lot. Because when I had first started selling on eBay, I knew nothing. And I know like nothing much more. And it's been a good year, but I am learning new things on eBay. So, yes, if you are a person who is interested in reselling and would like to learn a little extra money on the side, to help pay extra bills, or just, put extra money away, then start a little cushion. Totally. Reselling is where it's at. And I suggest starting on Poshmark. And once you get comfortable with that one, then branch out to MERCARI, eBay, your local social platforms. So my favorite is Poshmark, MERCARI, eBay. But like I said, I'm learning more and more about eBay all the time. I've made mistakes. I've learned that when you do put things on auction on eBay, if you put them on for 5 days or 7 days, there's no fee. But if it is like 3 days or less, there is a fee. And careful when you are shipping, and you have to be very, very cautious when you're shipping, because it'll automatically go to like a parcel post. And I like to ship priority mail. So, you really have to pay attention. Everybody makes mistakes. So it's super good idea to make sure that you are double checking everything. Putting the weight in there is very important as well. Because you don't want to have to pay extra money, or you don't want your buyer to have to pay money too. That is horrible. That's horrible. You have to reimburse them. There's, super simple process to do, but not necessary if we pay attention. So yes, eBay, you can definitely make money on eBay. You just have to stay the course, be patient, and don't give up. Hold on. I'm getting to a point where I have to read my directions, my pattern. Okay, so 171 spaces in between sleeves. 3 double crochets the next chain 3 space. There it is. Aha, there it is. It's hidden, but if you stick your fingernail in there, you find the next chain 3 space right there. So 3 double crochets right there. Okay. 3 double crochets the next chain 2 space. And all the way around. Apparently there's supposed to be 172 spaces from here to the other side. I think there's more than that, but wait a second. They're my directions and I can't even read them. Okay. So after we finish this row is when I'm going to be on my sleeves. All right. Yay. And that goes super fast. Super, super fast. So continue 3 double crochets. It's just that in between, because there is a section where you just only do the top portion. And so there's a little section there where there's a chain 3 instead of a chain 2 space. And you don't want to skip it. So yes, I do believe there is, I know it to be. There's money to be made on all the selling platforms. So again, if you were thinking of doing that, do it. Do it. Jump in with both feet. Don't think about it. Don't procrastinate. Don't be like, oh, well, maybe I'll do it next week. No, really, just do it. Do it right now. Go grab something out of your own closet. Don't spend a bunch of money and go shopping for a bunch of stuff because you don't know. You just don't know what is gonna sell out of your closet for you. So don't spend any money at first. Because there's a ton of stuff in your own home that I know you can get rid of. Everybody has that. Whether it be your closet, somebody else's closet, your kitchen cupboards. You guys, you can sell kitchen stuff too. Your opportunities are endless. Endless. And then in my experience, I've come to find out that you must share your closet every single day. You must. You have to. And yes, I believe listing new things has great benefits. If you can list new things daily, like I said, even if it's only 3 things every day. Leave Saturday and Sunday as your break day. List a few things every single day, Monday through Friday, and share it every single day. And if you just have a few things in your closet, share it multiple times. Share it as often as possible. And share to closets. Oh my gosh, that's not what I meant to say. Poshmark has a oh my gosh, they have parties, posh parties. Like they'll have a posh kid party. They have them all the time. So make sure you're joining those too. And if you don't want to do them throughout the day, try to at least do the very last one of the evening. At least do one a day. It brings a lot of traffic in your closet. I believe followers and following brings a lot of traffic in your closet. If you're not following anybody, or if you don't have people following you, who's going to see your stuff? No one. So every morning I go back 24 hours and I follow everybody who followed me. It doesn't take that long. You're going to be sharing. You have to share your closet anyway. So it takes me the first couple hours of every morning. I start sharing at 7 o'clock in the morning. And by 9:30, I'm done. But I've also started listing new items on my Poshmark closet as well by 9:30. 9:30 is our daily live workout routine, Monday through Friday. I know it has nothing to do with Poshmark, but you guys, if you're not taking care of yourself, you have to take care of yourself before you do anything. You must. Yep, so we work out usually about an hour every day, Monday through Friday. Yeah, and then back on to work again, back onto our Poshmark work. Excuse me. Every time I list, I write all the information down, and then when I sell it, I make sure that is in there as well. And yes, all that information is also in your stats on all the sites you sell on. But you guys, just for me, I need to have an inventory, a physical, written inventory that I can look at. And I have all the information in there, like the date I listed it, small description, the site that they are on, how much I listed it for, and then if it sells, I will highlight it all the way off. And then in the highlighted area, put the date it sold, how much it sold for, and on what site. And then super easy to find because you have a dated and inventory number on it. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's a lot of double crochets in this pattern. And MERCARI is just as easy to list on. Both sites, all the sites, make listing super easy. They give you step-by-step instructions, more or less. They do not allow you to miss anything. So don't be afraid you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to forget so much stuff. No, you're not. Trust me. They're very good. Very, very good apps. And if you're like, well, I just have no idea what to sell or, list things at price-wise. Well, they have you covered because they give you suggested prices. Not that you have to use them or go by them, but if you are new, they help. They help. And yes, of course, it is a very good idea to check comps. And you might be like, what in hay is a comp? Well, that just means you're just checking to see what similar items sold for. That's comps. What they're selling, what people are asking for them, and what they sold for. And you can check all sorts of sites. You can pay to go on, to be, members of private sites to run your comps. But you guys, if you're selling on Poshmark, just check Poshmark. If you're selling on eBay, just check eBay. And don't worry about all the other sites because obviously the eBay buyers aren't worried about the other sites. The Poshmark buyers aren't worried about the other sites. So to make it easier on yourself until you get used to it and more comfortable with everything, just check out the Poshmark accounts. Super easy. You change your filter to available or sold, which is what I do. First, I look to see what people on this site are asking for the same item, excuse me, or similar item. And then I change my filter to sold and adjust my price accordingly. Well, I hope we get to the other side of this before I have to end our video. I'm super impressed with how well behaved the girls are being. Usually they want back in by now. But yeah, like I said earlier, it's beautiful out. It is 56 still. And the sun is drying all the mud up. So they're laying on the little porch and in the sun, and they're loving it. And they're being super, super good girls. Like they always are. Like they always are. So if you end up showing up and you just strictly wanted to see Shima and Lagertha, sorry. I don't know if they're going to show up today. They weren't. I don't even think they were in this morning's video, to tell you the truth. Yeah, super happy I decided to go live and crochet because I probably would have came up with an excuse to not crochet. And like I said before, I really need to get these done and listed on all of our sites because you guys, tip. The music fests are happening this year. And the first one that I know of is coming soon, and that is Coachella. You guys, if you have cool stuff, if you make cool stuff, get them on the sites because people are buying them up for their music fests. People love the Bohemian music fest style. Oh my gosh. And you can't go wrong because you can find yarn on everywhere, especially when yard sales and estate sales and flea markets and all this start opening up again. Thrift stores, they usually have yarn there all the time. So don't pay full price and go get some projects started and get them listed. Because people love handcrafted items, clothing. I need to get a pair of shorts made up again, more shorts made up and put on here. I have one pair. They are pink and black. And they're just stinking adorable. But I need to do a Rasta color shorts are my intentions. But I have to get these ones done first. So I never got to the Dollar Tree yesterday, you guys. My son came up. My son and his friend Jared. I've mentioned them before. Scavenger Bros on Poshmark. Yeah, they came up, brought me a couple Christmas. Oh my goodness, Grandma. A couple of birthday presents. Oh my gosh, we had a blast. We had a good time. We just hung out for a couple hours and laughed and laughed and laughed. So therefore, I didn't get any more crocheting done. I did not go to Dollar Tree, and I don't think I'm going today either, to tell you the truth. I don't know why I didn't put my hair in a little clippy bit. I should have, huh? And I usually have one attached to my shirt. It is what it is. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. So don't forget, or you may not even know, but I do tarot card reading, oracle card reading. So if you're interested, you can get a hold of me for that information. We do a daily card of the day. That's a short every day. And then the first video of the day is always a full in-depth interpretation of the card from the guidebook, from the book, so that there can be no misconceptions. So yeah, if anybody is interested in anything like that, get a hold of me. I do have a playlist for readings and card of the day. The readings are the ones that have been done for free that are on there. And those are only if you want and you don't mind. Then, we'll just put them on YouTube and add them to our view time. But they don't have to be. It is totally your discretion. So what else do I have to chit chat about? I have another Dollar Tree DIY coming up, and this one I'll do my best to make sure it's recorded. But I am going to paint. I picked up an extra Easter sign from Dollar Tree a few weeks ago. And my intention is to do a Mackenzie Childs dupe on it. But I'm not sure if I want to do the black and white and gold check theme, or if I want to go cray and do purple, white, and gold, blue, white, and gold, pink, white, and gold, yellow. Well, not yellow and gold. That's no. But yeah, the ideas are endless. What do you think? What color should I do? Leave me a comment. The black and white would be beautiful. Don't get me wrong. The black and white would be beautiful. But I really don't have any black and white in my decor, especially my Easter decor. But I do have a lot of bright blue, a lot of bright pink, and of course purple, which is some of the fake lilac and wisteria. So let me know what you think. What color should I use? I'm super excited to try it. I've only done a couple of painting dupes, but oh my gosh. How bad can it be, right? But you guys, if it doesn't work out, we are only out, what, $1.25 for the sign. And I've already had all the paints and brushes. So, yeah, we're out $1.25 in the time that it took to try to make the dupe. So I'm going to be doing that shortly. As in, what's today? Thursday? Next week? Probably next week. Gotta make sure each little spot has 3 double crochets in them. Because sometimes I get to talking and jibber jabbering, and I've realized that, there's only 1 in there. Or maybe it only has 2. And at this point in my pattern, I am not pulling it apart to fix it. And I must tell you, I do that a lot. Do you guys do that? If your project is not perfect, do you pull it apart continuously until it is absolutely perfect? Yep, I do. Until I'm to the point where, it's like impossible to tear it apart. To tear it apart would be ridiculous. But if I'm like right here and I realize, oh my gosh, this one only has 2 and I'm only like 7 or 8 away, then yes, I will pull it apart and fix it. But if I've realized it's down in here, oh heck no. It's staying. But I try to pay super close attention. And so yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, I don't know. So, hold on. I don't want to crochet one of my hairs in there. So I've been thinking about the colors of the next one. And I don't like I said before, I do not like to go out and buy colors if I don't have to. If I have to finish it off, that's fine. Like, we did end up going and getting a couple of skeins of red so I can make sure the arms on both dusters are the same color, because I want them to be the same. Generally, I would not care. But, so we did go out and purchase a couple of skeins of that red. But most of the time, 90% of the time, it is always made out of scrap yarn. So anyway, my next one I'm going to use, I'm just going to pick a color that I have the most of in my yarn room and go with it. I really like the earth tone idea. The pink one turned out gorgeous. I don't know. But I know this is just moving right along. I'm super excited to be able to sit outside soon and just work from outside. Fresh air, sounds of nature. Oh my gosh, I'm totally there for all of that. You guys have been hanging out with me for a while. 44 minutes. So far so good. I'll have to twist around and get comfy in a different spot. That's why I can look out the window too. It's beautiful out there. Like I said, the trees are starting to bloom. All our snow is gone. I so hope we don't get any more. I don't want any more snow, you guys. Oh my goodness, excuse me, cough. Oh, God. Does that happen when you talk too much? Or is that just me and I talk too much? So I've mentioned before that I really need to go through my inventory, pull out all my crochet tops, and get them on a video. And I'm not even sure if I have any of them on eBay. Because usually it's just the newest items, which have been my dusters, and they've been selling. As soon as I get it listed, it sells immediately. So I need to get my other ones out of the inventory and in front of everybody to see the view, to see how pretty they are. So if anybody's interested and wants to see them before I get them out of inventory and a video up, you can go on my Poshmark closet and you can change your filter to women, and then you can change it to tops, and then you can change it to probably crop or tanks, or just stay in tops and look for them because they're scattered throughout. And those ones sell fairly fast also. I make them in all different colors. So we have about 25 more minutes. And then I'm gonna end this video. And I will be done crocheting for the day. Well, until evening. Whoopsies. Like I said, I'd like to get these done as quickly as possible and get them up and out there and available for purchase as quickly as possible. And if I get caught up, you guys, I could actually get loofahs made, which are the best. Making sure you use the proper yarn, because if you don't use the right yarn, and you get your loofah wet in the shower or the tub to put your soap on, and it just becomes a wet ball, a wet blob of nothing. So if you're going to make loofahs, you got to make sure you use the proper yarn. And yeah, so when I get caught up, I will be making loofahs because they are the best. And just throw them in the washer, just like your washcloth. But the exfoliating, all the benefits you get from a homemade loofah. I try to make a bunch of them. Excuse me. I make loofahs, face scrubbies, washcloths, all that stuff. And I will put it in a bag. And then come holidays or family gatherings, when everybody gets together, I'll just bring the bag out and give it everybody can go through it and pick what they want, if they want anything. And then the rest of it will be donated in donation boxes, gift boxes. And you guys, I mention it all the time. Little foodpantry.org. You can put other stuff besides just food in those little pantries. Now these are usually found in your locally, in your local neighborhood. So if you check out littlefoodpantry.org, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. If you're interested in donating and maybe help stocking a little food pantry, yeah, check it out. And it will it'll show you on a map where the closest one in your area is. And stock it up. And people need other things besides just food. You'd be surprised. So think outside the box and donate. Be kind. Do a random act of kindness. I have two entries in my random act of kindness book, and I need to put more in it. I'm thankful that it is not empty. It is March. I cannot remember. Maybe we've had it for 6 weeks, and I have 2 entries in it. Don't forget, you guys. Hashtag random acts of kindness. There's not enough of it out there. My granddaughter, Daisha, is a random act of kindness person. She thinks like that. So I think I'm going to pick her to, I'm going to choose her. Daisha, if you're watching, my dear, I'm going to choose you for the random act of kindness campaign. Don't worry. I will be supplying you with everything you need, which is simply just like a prayer packet. You know, you can get those from the Dollar Tree. I haul them. They're daily prayer cards. Oh, yeah. The people love to just find nice things. A random act of kindness. And they're always found when somebody really, truly needs them. They always come at a good time. So I wonder how close to the other side I am. I'm not sure if I'm going to get there before my time is up. Because at lunchtime, it is time to go on to another project. That's another thing. If you work from home, whether you're a reseller or whatever it is you do, if you are working from home, you must schedule your time. You have to. You have to. And you must stick with it. Otherwise, working from home could be a disaster because it is so easy just to make another pot of coffee and watch another Netflix movie. So you must time manage. I schedule my time. But I'm done at 3 o'clock. Every day. No more reselling work. Unless, of course, I make a sale, I will go into inventory and pull it out and have it waiting for the next day. But generally 7 to 3, and I'm done. I do not do this on Saturday and Sunday. If somebody purchases something and would like to have, request to have it shipped over the weekend, then yes, of course we will do that. But generally we don't really do much shipping or anything like that. I do share my closet on Saturday, not Sunday. Sunday is pretty much a recuperate and not do anything unless It's an emergency. And it happens. Sometimes you do. We do love to spend our weekends shopping and looking for new uh, places to treasure hunt. I was going to look to see how far I've gone. All right, let's see. Pull that out so I don't lose it. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, we're actually very close. From here over to here. So, not far at all. Not saying we're going to get there, but that's okay. Tomorrow's another day. And like I always say, you're not trying to win a race. Take your time and most of all, don't stress anything. Don't stress anything. Release the tension in your shoulders. I know I personally used to be such a stressed out person. I have to tell myself all the time, relax, relax. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Don't go there. Deep breath in and out. Oh, yeah. We all have those things that constantly in the back of our mind, and if we allow it, we're gonna go there, and then our body's gonna tense up. We don't need that. We just totally don't even need it. So deal with another day. Think about it another day when you are ready for it. That's probably bad advice. You guys, I've been through so much that the only advice I have to give you is don't sweat it. Don't argue about it. Don't argue about it. And if it has to do with money, don't argue about it. No. Become a reseller. Find ways there's always ways to make extra money. What I'm truly saying is it's just not worth fighting. Nothing is worth arguing over. Life is way too short. Enjoy what you have. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. And then we can put our arms on. And that's a very fast process because, of course, it's like a 32 stitches. And then compared to like 400, yeah, it goes a lot faster. And I think it's a super simple double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. Oopsies. I made a mistake. So I have to also put on my to-do list the crochet sandals, the boho sandals, the Bohippian sandals. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're so stinking adorable. I gotta move my foot. They're so stinking adorable. I have some in my Poshmark closet. They're probably in women's shoes. Um, they're super cute. I made my granddaughter, Alexis, a pair. They were purple. Of course they were purple. With like a silvery chrome looking yarn. Yeah, and then they tie around your ankle. They're super cute. Speaking of ankles and shoes, oh my gosh, you guys. So I have another jewelry. So much jewelry. That is another one that I really need to give more attention to. But I found a beautiful, beautiful, I believe it's for your ankle. Goes around your ankle and then on your toe. Chain with some beads in it. In a jewelry jar. Oh, very, very Bohippian. Very pretty. Oh, gosh, guys, we're getting close to the time I'm going to have to end my project. I was super hoping to get to the end and fasten this off with you guys. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. Because I jibber jabber so much, I do try to keep a nice steady pace, but jibber jabber and then I stop or slow down. So any of you other crocheters out there, do you have like a special spot you like to sit in crochet? Do you like to crochet a certain time of day, evening? Or are you just like, when the order comes in, I make it? Or do you just make it and give to family and friends? Again, that's how I started. My grandmother taught me how to crochet, taught me basics. And my mom was left-handed, so it was harder for me to learn. But yeah, I remember we tried to make a rug together. You know, like she would work on it for a little bit, my mom, and I would work on it for a little bit, and we used scrap. And it was supposed to be a round rug. And by the time we were done, or an oval rug, and by the time we were done, it was like an oval bowl. Very colorful. Oh, how funny. I'm not even sure if she ever finished that. I'm sure she didn't. I'm sure she never did. She was probably like, what did we create? But speaking of rugs, I really, really, really want to make a rug for in front of my bathroom and the fireplace. I mean, in front of my shower. Not in front of my bathroom. With the purples and grays that I may have yarn. And I thought I will chunky chain them together and then sew them together. Kind of like when I did the seedling mat, when I crocheted the purple yarn around the rope lights and turned it into a seedling heating mat. Yeah, same concept. But I won't put rope lights in it. I'll just make a little round rug, I think. Or oval, not quite sure. Maybe it'll be a cool spiral. I'm not quite sure yet. But I have so much yarn. I never turn yarn down. Never, ever, ever turn yarn down. So I have lots. Lots of yarn. And there's so many things that I need to put on my to-do list to make. Like I've mentioned already before. All my parasols have sold. I need to make parasols. My all my skirts. I have yarn for those, especially yarn for some skirts. Oh yeah, we're getting so close, you guys. Super close. But that's okay. You know, if we don't make it, if I have to end my video, if my time is up, my time is up. Um, just know that I will be finishing it and tying it off later and starting on my sleeves. And when I tie it off, I leave a nice long tail so that I can sew it in and then cut it, and it'll never come back out. Most of the time I crochet my the tails in so that they cannot be seen. But you know, when you're at the end of it, you can't really crochet it in. So we sew it in, hide it, and cut it. I'm super excited that this is like the very last row on the whole entire thing. And I can go to sleep. So I'm still super curious about what projects you guys might be working on, or if you're thinking about a project. I know, again, I mentioned my granddaughter Daisha earlier. She wants to start making tops, crocheting tops. And man, boy, that would be a big help for me if she did. So I need to spend some more time getting some crochet videos up so that she feels comfortable making them. My granddaughter Alexis, she wants to learn how to crochet also. She knows basic chain and single crochet. She may be practicing. She may know more than that now. She's a little smarty pants. And truthfully, you guys, I totally forget that as I get older, my grandkids get older too. They don't stay young. I feel in my mind that they're still young and little. I totally forget that they're growing up too. I know she had wanted to learn how to make a blanket for her bed, so that would be super cool. Huh, you guys, we totally might make it. I'm still super impressed that the girls have been outside for an hour and 10 minutes plus more than that because they were outside for my workout video and they're just being so good, loving it. Well, I mean, it's not like they can go anywhere, but they could be barking and obnoxious. We have the pet safe stay and play underground or wireless fence. Okay, so we are at the end And it says 3 double crochets, next chain space, done. Slip stitch the third chain of chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch. Pull it tight. You guys, just do another chain. Chain 1. And I need scissors. Totally forgot scissors. Oh, sat there too long. Don't fall on your booty. Scissors. And like I said, cut a nice long chain or tail. I'm going to give myself longer than I need because I'm going to leave it in and hide it. Pull your tail through. Pull it snug. And there that is. And I can start on the arms. You can get a good view of it, of the back. Not quite perfect, but you guys, all I have to do is add the arms. And then put my ties on. No, because you got to have a way to tie. Those will be red as well. So I'm going to end this video. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day.